Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
I hope your 4th of July celebrations went well. Now, one thing I've been having, just to get off a topic right off the start, I wished everyone on, my contacts list and clients trying to, get business, and I said, Happy 4th of July. But they would text back, Happy Independence Day. It's like, well, fuck, they're kind of one and the same. So why the fuck do you have to be specific? I mean, are we talking about the movie? If we're talking about the movie and there's space aliens, I need to know. Okay, anyways, I'm going to fucking stop getting off topic. Welcome, everyone, to the Real Film Nerds Podcast, episode number 381. Speaking of people that love aliens and the Independence Day film, with me, as always, my brother from another mother, Mysterious Michael Talent. Mike,
hey,
what's your thoughts?
Dude, I think 4th of July is fine. I don't know why they said Independence Day, but I did end up watching Independence Day on Independence Day, which I thought was fun.
Dude, they had that shit playing like on repeat on, what was it? FX or FXX or one of those?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I thought it was fun, man, to watch it, and it hasn't. It's still pretty good. It aged pretty well. The biggest absence from it really is cell phones.
True. Did you watch the sequel?
I did. A while back. I think I remember. Did we review it? I don't know. I remember
we did not.
I remember being disappointed by it.
No, we did not. I did not watch it because I heard it was so fucking bad. I didn't waste my time going to the theaters or watching it at home. But they played the original, and then they played the new one, and I would turn it off for when the new one was playing, and then I would wait 2 hours and start up the original.
Excellent.
So, anyways, Mike, this week we're not talking about a movie about space aliens. Oh shit, yeah, we are. So it's not off topic. It's on topic. Fuck yeah. Woo!
Dude, you did it. You did it.
Hashtag winning today.
Oh, man. Hashtag winning. Wow. All right.
That's an old fucking reference, right?
Yeah, man. Charlie Sheen.
No, that motherfucker is not winning.
No. Not right now. Wow. Okay. So, Matt, it is about aliens. What are we going to talk about? We're talking about A Quiet Place Day One. You want me to just get down into get into it?
I want you to give me the nitty-gritty breakdown of A Quiet Place Day One, please.
All right. So it's directed by Michael Sarnowski. It was written by Michael Sarnowski, John Krasinski, and based on characters by Brian Woods. The movie is starring Lupita Nyong'o, Joseph Quinn, Alex Wolff, and Djimon Hounsou. I messed up his name, didn't I?
Fuck yeah, you did. It's Djimon Hounsou.
Yeah, Djimon Hounsou.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. But yeah, I have my comments on that when we'll get rolling in the pod.
All right. A woman named Sam finds herself trapped in New York City during the early stages of an invasion by alien creatures with ultra-sensitive hearing.
Okay, Mike. So I took my buddy Clint to the theater on Thursday, like usual. He did not want to see this movie. He said, horror movie? I fucking hate horror movies. I said, well, it's kind of a horror movie. It's not really a horror movie. It's I call it a sci-fi thriller, but it is classified as a horror. And so I prepared him for that. And he hates horror movies. He doesn't want to go to them, but he's been to a couple with me just to go to the movie and hang out with me, which is cool. It's nice of him. Just starting off with my buddy Clint, never seen any other Quiet Places. He loved this movie. He thought it was fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, all right. Great. Yeah, no, I wasn't sure where they were going to go with it, Matt. I wasn't sure if they were going to focus on the invasion. And while they did, I did actually appreciate that they really focused on our characters in the story. And that was more like the original movies. It was about people and just human beings. I don't know. It was a lot. It was interesting the way that it was the story unfolded. How about that?
Now, when you say invasion, were you thinking something more kind of like Independence Day, where it showed like their invasion in other parts of the world instead of just isolating to New York City? Or were you talking about just not getting personal with characters, or like elaborate?
I was thinking it would be more focused on the aliens and maybe how things went down in other places as well, maybe the world, or I don't know, because we kind of know that there's attacks in other places because we see a little bit of some stuff in this, but in the previous movies we saw some stuff, but I was surprised that it was more focused just on, really two characters with a couple ancillary characters. Really, just two characters.
Well, and I think that's what makes the film strong, is when you personalize it and when you make people relate to it. I have some complaints about the story a little bit that I will get into in the spoilers. I don't want to talk about it now. But one of my other complaints is Jimon Hansu, incredible. I don't know if he's won an Oscar, but he damn well should have been by now. He is an amazing actor. He was so underutilized in this film, it kind of made me sad because he is so freaking good. But Lupita Nyong'o, I absolutely love her. She is the star of this show. She leads the film. Loved it. She did a fantastic job. But overall, what I was going with my buddy Clint is he's never seen any of the other films. He was not lost. He loved this film. He thought the story was great. He would love to see the other films. He's probably going to go watch them now, in hindsight. But if you have not seen the other Quiet Places, don't skip this one. Go see it in the theaters. You're going to love it. You might be a little disappointed by the original too, because they don't have the budget and the quality of CGI and stuff of this one, because this one, clearly the other two have done really, really well, and they threw money at this one a lot more than the other two, but they're still both very, very good films.
Yeah, they're just a little bit smaller, but still awesome films.
No, I don't.
The thing I was going to say about this movie, and I was really happy about when I saw this movie, the whole theater decided to participate the way that you should, and nobody was on their cell phone, and no one was talking, and it just, because this movie is a lot of quiet kind of sounds and different things, so all that stuff's super important, and everybody was like silent. It was awesome.
In my theater, to help combat that, they cranked the audio up. Like, my buddy Clint was literally like, holy shit, dude, they need to turn that down. I'm like, no, you'll see. Just wait. He didn't complain after that first one because Lupita Nyong'o comes on and talks about it. Did she do? I assume you had that on yours too.
Yeah,
turn off your
she
cell
did.
phones,
Yeah.
be quiet, do all that shit. Thank you for
Yeah.
coming to the theater.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Fuck, dude, that's so loud." I'm like, "Don't worry, give it time."
Yeah. Did you see Matt, one of the producers on this?
Yes, I did. Michael Bay,
Yeah. I was like, oh man.
good old Bay Bang.
Yeah. I guess he was just like, I'll help you guys out. I don't know. I'm not sure when you get a producer credit, if that means he put money into it or if he just helped out with some stuff. I'm not sure.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. I think executive producer. Now, again, these are all blanket kind of things. It's not 100% true because it varies by film. But I think executive producer means you threw money at it. Producer means you threw money at it and helped out or just helped out. But there's different levels. Oh, now he's fucking Googling it and proving me wrong, right?
No, I'm not Googling it at all. No.
But don't get me wrong, I'm pulling this out of my ass, but I think that's what it is.
Okay. No. Cool.
But dude, I loved seeing Michael Bay. Fuck, I can't fucking talk. Michael Bay's name on the credits because I think he did lay a little hand, at least in some of the action sequences. We didn't get our spinny cameras or any car wrecks or, young, attractive women, slow-mo, pouring water on themselves. But there's always the next one.
Yeah, yeah.
A Quiet Place, Day 2.
Yeah. A Quiet Place from Hooters.
Yeah, or A Quiet Place, Day 2. Bahamas.
Right.
Puerto Rico. St. Lucia. Come on, somewhere where there's going to be a lot of bikinis.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. I really enjoyed how the story was laid out in this one. I guess with A Quiet Places, Matt, I think the first time we saw this, we reviewed it on the pod. I don't know what number it was. It was quite a while ago.
The original Quiet Place?
Yeah, but I was on a work trip, and so I had to record differently, and I think my sound was terrible.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Your sound is terrible now, and you're fucking at home, so don't even get me going on that shit.
Okay, well, it was worse.
I work in the tech industry, and I'm a computer nerd and all this other shit, and you can't figure out how to work your own fucking shit. Fuck! I'm swearing a lot on this one. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, he's got the F words are coming out. He's got the double hockey sticks and all that.
So, all right, Mike, should people go see this in the theaters?
Oh, yes. I think this is I think you get a better experience in the theater as long as nobody's talking and stuff, just because it's really good to be immersed in this one.
So, Mike, I agree. I think people need to go and see this in the theaters. Go on a night where there's going to be a lot of people there, because I think that makes it better. I really do, especially something like this. If everybody can be quiet and not jerk-offs, go on a Friday night or a Thursday night or a Saturday or a weekend. A lot of people are going to, especially here, a lot of people are going to the theaters on the weekends to get out of the heat. Go with an audience. You'll enjoy it a lot more, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Well, Matt, it's time for me to ask you, what are you drinking this fine morning, evening, afternoon?
Well, Mike, thank you for asking. I am drinking another seltzer because I'm trying to continue my weight loss that nobody fucking notices, but that's fine. I am drinking the knockoff Costco brand Kirkland Signature Hard Seltzer Black Cherry, because it is gluten-free, it is 100 calories, it is 5% alcohol, and only 2 grams of carbs. So, yeah, for those of you who don't know, that's what I'm trying to do, is not do carbs or sugar, and so far it's working out pretty good.
Yeah, man. That's great. That's great, yeah. Protein-rich diet will help drop the weight.
And break the septic.
Well, I don't know about that, but I guess only time will tell, Matt.
So, Mike, speaking of crap, Mike, what IPA are you drinking tonight?
Oh, man. Ouch.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, I guess. if that's... So, I'm drinking a Lagunitas IPA.
Is that what you had last week?
I think it might be. There's another drink I was going to drink. It's some sort of seltzery something. It was on sale, but I didn't drink one. Not yet.
Save it for next week, Mike, because I'll probably have another seltzer then, or maybe I'll crack and have a beer. I know I still got some kilts and some other things in the fridge. So, anyways, speaking of going to the fridge in the middle of the night to get a beer, Mike, what is this week's incredible dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand, though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh, though. Dad jokes.
Oh, man. I think you're going to like this one. It's pretty topical. All right. Why did the survivors in A Quiet Apocalypse start a jazz band?
Oh, man. I'm trying to come up with something smart, but I don't know. That is very topical because they went to a jazz bar in this film. I don't know, Mike.
Because they knew how to keep things low key.
Wow. That is for sure a dad joke. Low key. Wow.
Yeah. Dude. But I'm bumpa.
All right, Mike. So I know this one is super difficult, but how does A Quiet Place Day One relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Lupita Nyong'o, of course, our main character is also Nakia. I think I'm saying that right. Nakia, from Black Panther, and the latest Black Panther. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
So that was an easy one, which is good because there's really only 4 characters in the whole movie.
And 2 of them are in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's true. 2 of them are.
Jimon Hansu plays Korath in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and I think he dies in 3. And I think he's in one of the Avengers. I don't know. He pops up every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely does. So, yeah. You're right. 2 of our 4 characters in the movie are 4
main characters.
Yeah, main characters, yeah.
Yeah, and dude, still, that's, I'll just start off right there in the spoiler section. That's one of those things that bothers me is you see Jimon Hansu with his family at the play, and then they tie back in later, and then they tie back in at the end of the film, and that's it. He literally, I think, has maybe 10 minutes on screen. And that dude is one of the best actors of our time, in my opinion. He is fantastic, and I was kind of disappointed. But again, how can you be disappointed when Lupita Nyong'o did such an incredible job, and Joseph Quinn did a fantastic job as well? And I'm not familiar with Joseph Quinn. I'm sure he's been on other things. But
yeah, dude, you are more familiar than you thought. He's Eddie from Stranger Things.
That's why he looked familiar. He's from Stranger Things, and then he was also in Overlord, which a lot of people hated, but I thought it was okay.
Uh-huh.
You remember we reviewed that.
Yeah.
It
was okay.
It was okay. It wasn't anything to write home about, but it was okay. But anyways, so we are now in the spoiler section, so we can talk all about this, spoil the shit out of it. But I started it out there. That's one of the pet peeves that I had. But the other one, since I'm already rolling, is based on the story. I don't know if we needed to have Lupita Nyong'o's character dying of cancer.
Yeah, that was the only little bit weird thing that the movie started out, and you're like, oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Because you kind of already know, well, anybody who's seen the other Quiet Places, that there's going to be some stuff going down. And does this character even want to live? I don't know. So that was, I guess that's interesting. And, that cat, I really liked the cat. The cat was kind of a star of the movie.
Dude, I'm not a cat person. You know that. I'm very allergic to them. But that's one of the cutest cats I've ever seen in my life. That cat was awesome, and I don't like cats.
Yeah, so the cat was two cats.
Doesn't matter. They looked awesome.
Yeah. Apparently Frodo, which was the name of the cat character, was played by 2 cats. And one of them had a really cool name. Oh, Schnitzel. Nico and Schnitzel. I thought Schnitzel was a cool name for a cat. Schnitzel!
Yeah. It is a unique name, that's for sure, for any animal. I mean, unless you're German. I guess it might be common in Germany. I don't know. It might be like Sylvester in Germany. I don't know.
Yeah, it's John.
But yeah, no. I was pretty impressed with this film. I thought it was really good. I thought it was fun. I like that there's sound and there's talking in it, But the whole thing of her dying of cancer made me think the exact same way you did, Mike. Like, is she gonna want to live? Like, why is she fighting to live when she can easily not be suffering and in pain anymore by just ripping a fart?
That's right. I don't know. Like, I think maybe that was some of the goal of the writers of this, was like to get us questioning, to think about, if this character who's literally dying, who's terminal and is supposed to have been dead like several times, and I guess is this supposed to be kind of a famous poet, and just nothing's happening. She just wants to go get some pizza, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed that plot of her just wanting to get a piece of pizza.
It was interesting. I mean, and her motive behind it, at least that she told everybody, was that it might be the last piece of pizza from this place ever. So I'm going to go get it and it's going to be mine, kind of thing. When there was a lot more underneath it. I mean, we don't have to reveal that. We can, but it's not, it's not a huge spoiler,
yeah.
But there's a lot more sentimental behind it, which is really cool and really adds to it. And then, the biggest spoiler at the end, obviously she doesn't want to keep going on with the cancer. She got everything she wanted, and they end the movie with her basically screaming. And I think it was a very satisfying ending. I liked it. I think it ended well for everybody except for a couple of the guys that got killed off at the beginning, that worked at the, God, I don't want to say hospice, at the hospice hospital.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was kind of sad about them because they seem like pretty good, interesting characters, and they just got wiped out, which kind of sucked. But, it is A Quiet Place. But it kind of, like, do you think the reason why they named the cat Frodo is, like, in this film, she kind of has her own journey? Instead of with a ring, she's going to go get pizza?
Yeah. Maybe that is kind of an insider joke. Yes.
And why can't these motherfuckers deliver?
That's right. Yeah. This warranty, shit. These guys won't come at all.
So I guess the more pressing question, Mike, is what kind of pizza from what place would you risk your life for? Because I know you are a pizza fucking aholic. We used to have to get you your own goddamn pizza. We've talked about that on the podcast, but we used to have to get you your own. I remember those days.
Yeah. I do love a good pizza, and I don't know, man. I don't eat at the chains too much these days. Part of having a decent diet means no pizza, man, which is very sad.
I know. I haven't had pizza in months, dude. It's killing me.
Yeah, it's very sad. Very sad. I guess if I had to do the chains, it would probably be
not a chain, just a place that you like there.
Well, I don't know, man. Like there are places
like Spumoni's on 7th or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, sure. Spumoni's on 7th.
I don't know, dude. So, I'm sexually, contractually obligated to say Bill's Pizza is the best pizza on the planet. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Bill's Pizza it is. But, I even, Vinny's Pizza from, SV. If it's still there.
It's still there. That's where my nephew works. He's a delivery driver for Vinny's.
He is?
He is. Yep, and he hates it.
Awesome.
I'm glad he is working, though. That's all I really care about. He's not tough enough to work in restaurants, and I told him that, and luckily he's not cooking or serving. He's just delivering pizzas, but still. He's a sensitive young man.
I think they all are these days, man. I think they all are.
Well, I blame it on NAU. They made him soft.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the he didn't have the devil to thicken his skin.
Nope. You got to have that devil, and you got to have that sun to make you get tough. Eat steak, like good old Stroop. So if I had to pick a chain pizza restaurant, I would probably go. I really like Papa John's. But I probably would go Pizza Hut. Like, we got Pizza Hut on the regular when I was growing up. until we found the deliciousness that was Vinny's. But even then, my dad still got Pizza Hut on the regular somewhat. And I just love a good, Pizza Hut meat lovers stuffed crust. Like killer pizza right there for me.
Yeah. My neck of the woods, man, Pizza Huts have kind of like disappeared, and it's like it's a lot of Domino's and Papa John's have kind of dominated.
Papa John's is good though. I like Papa John's. I am not a fan of Domino's though.
Yeah. Me and Mags, we eat there on occasion, the Domino's, and it's definitely better than it used to be. And they got a lot of deals a lot, which makes it nice too. So it's pretty reasonable,
Well, if you want a deal, just get a little Kaiser's.
Oh, little Kaisers. Right? Yeah. I don't know what their pizzas are now, but they used to be $5 a pie, so it's probably like $6 or $7.
I think they still are $5. Now, I don't know if it qualifies as pizza anymore, but it's $5.
Gotcha. And then if you really want the buffet, you go to Cece's.
Dude, we don't have a Cece's. I wish we had a Cece's. Although, you know what? That's one thing they did here. They brought back the pizza buffet at Pizza Hut in Prescott Valley.
Oh, man, dude, I bet that place is bumping.
Oh, dude, I
10,
think it's like
10:30 in the morning. That place is probably killing it.
Yeah, I think it's like $10 too. It's still pretty reasonable. I haven't been over there because, again, I'm trying to be good and not eat the things that I want and eat the things that I'm supposed to eat. But fuck, now I'm getting hungry for pizza. Damn it, Mike.
Dude, I love pizza.
I know, it's one of your food groups.
Yeah. Yeah. I truly did try to become a Ninja Turtle by just eating as much pizza as I could and living in the sewer, but it didn't work.
Well, you smelled a little bit when you came to school, but I mean, I liked the purple on you. I mean, trying to be Donatello worked for me.
Yeah. So, anyway, I guess spoiler-wise, I don't think we really have to do any more.
Okay. Well, then we don't. Mike,
Yeah.
I will just say people need to go see this movie. I enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. How much did you enjoy A Quiet Place Day One, Mike? How many reels?
I'll give it 3.5 reels.
Really, dude? Only 3.5?
Yeah, I was on the fence between 3.5 and 4.
Wow, I am surprised. I am really surprised because I give it a solid 4. I was on the fence of 4 or 4.5, and I went with 4 because
Okay.
out of the 3, I know you like the second one a lot, but out of the 3, I put the original, then I put this one. I think this one is very good. It's up there for me.
It is very good. Yeah. Also, it wasn't really long, and I like that.
I
We
applaud
don't
them.
need these. We don't need these long movies, man. Especially these weird long westerns. Oh,
Don't worry, we got another one in a couple weeks, August 19th. You got another 3 to 4 hours of Horizon Chapter 2.
yeah, of a story after story that doesn't really make sense. It's just going in circles. It'd be great. I can't wait.
Tell us how you really feel, Mike.
I'm excited about the new Alien movie.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that on A Quiet Place Day One. So that looks good. That looks really good.
Yeah.
So, all right, Mike. Well, why don't you tell our listeners about the film we're going to review for next week? And coincidentally, it's another space film.
It is another space film. It's Fly Me to the Moon, starring Chad Tatum.
Channing Tatum, you almost got it.
Channing. Yeah,
Woody
yeah.
Harrelson, and of course, my future ex-wife, Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. And it's I don't know if this is a true story or not. I guess we're going to find out, Matt, but about them trying to fake the moon landing in case we didn't make it. So, it's very interesting.
I don't know, dude. I think it's made up, but I don't care. It'll be fun. It has a good cast. I'm probably not going to see it and talk about it on the radio until next week because I got a comedy show I want to go to. So, but I will see it, and we will talk about it here on the Real Film Nerds podcast. That will be episode number 372. But Mike, episode 371 is over. I think we did a good job. Everybody needs to go watch A Quiet Place Day One. It is fantastic. It is very good. I enjoyed it. Must see in the theaters with a crowd. Mike, why don't you do your thing?
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure to follow us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, and X or Twitter or whatever it's going to be called. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.
Hello, everyone. This is Ma Henshaw Loses Her Cookies, episode 71. Quiet Place, Day 1. Hi, Matt. How's it going?
What's up, Mother? Are you having a good day?
Oh, yes, because we had thunderstorms and lightning and a heck of a lot of wind, and it was crazy weather. And it's cooled it off so that I'm pretty comfortable right now. And anyway, onward to the movie. I really liked this movie. I thought it was very different than the first two. And from what I learned, this is supposedly before the other two, happens before the other two. Am I correct in that?
It is called Day 1.
Right. So it's when New York got attacked by the alien monster robot critters.
They're not robots.
They're not robots? Okay. They're just aliens.
Yes.
Okay. But anyway, I thought I really enjoyed this one. I liked the other two, but this was totally different, but it was still good in my mind. And Lupita was so very good. It was a tough part. Here she is, young woman, in hospice care, depressed as blue blazes, and her caregiver, Alex, I can't remember his last name, was trying to cheer her up, and we're all going to a puppet show, and he's trying to pull her out of, being so horribly depressed and everything. He was very good, but he didn't have a very long time in the movie.
Okay, so if he would have said, we're going to a puppet show, she would not have gone. Because if you remember, he said, we're going to a performance, not a puppet show. She showed up, and the guy comes out on stage with a puppet, and she goes, oh, if I knew this was what it was, I would have stayed home.
That's true. I shouldn't have said it that way. Yeah, that's true. But she went because he told her she would get good pizza, and she said the pizza at the hospital was horrible, and she wanted good pizza. And anyway, she was so good in the different emotions that she had to convey. I really thought she just nailed that part. And I thought the attack on New York was good. I thought the cinematography was good. I'm not saying it was fantastic, but it was good to me. It basically was in one area pretty much. They had a bus that they went to town in, and she had here's one thing I can't. She had a black and white cat that was just amazing. And that kind of was very interesting clear through the movie to me, because he was like her security cat. I don't know, what do they call them? Anyway, and she had the kitty with her all the time, except, when they got attacked, the cat would run away, and then it was like, oh no, what happened to the cat? And then he'd show up all of a sudden, and I thought that was interesting and fun, because you were worried about him along with worrying about her surviving collapsed buildings and aliens. And then she meets, I can't think of the character's name, but Joseph plays a man going to law school, and they kind of meet each other. It's really good. I don't need to explain the whole movie, but I thought it was just, there were a lot of jumps, a lot of scares. I thought it had not as many as the other movies, but there were quite a few. And they did quite well at not speaking, but then there was a point where they could speak a little bit, which, that was fine, but most of it was silent on their part, I believe. What did you think, Matt?
I would like you to tell me why this is so dramatically different than the first and the second one.
Well, for one thing, it occurs in a city, New York.
But it's still a very, very similar premise.
Right.
The same aliens. And they're trying to be quiet and not get killed by the aliens.
Right.
So how is this dramatically different, other than the fact that it takes place on the first day of the invasion and it takes place in a city?
Well, that's, I guess, where I look upon it as being different, because the other two, they are in the countryside in a home, and it's not just one person, it's a family. And I just felt like this one was different than those two because of that, I gather. That's what I feel like.
Well, of course it's different, but you're saying it's dramatically different.
Well, no, I'll take back the word dramatically then, but it was different, but it was good. And when you think about New York being attacked, oh my goodness, and that was really, I thought that was very interesting, cinematography of vehicles flying through the air. And then, of course, the aliens coming in the sky. It was very good. I don't think there were as many aliens visibly in the other movies as there was. There were a lot in this one. And
of
lot
course,
of them,
it is the invasion. It is the first day.
Right. Absolutely. And there were many of them. And
this movie also came well after the first two, which had half the budget that this one had, I'm sure.
Oh, really?
Well, Mom, as films tend to get sequels and then prequels like this one, and they make money, they tend to put more money into them so they can make more money.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Wow. Well, anyway, I thought it was good. The acting was very good. And it was, you just keep wondering, how in the world are they going to get through this? The one where the people were told to get out of town, and the street was just jam-packed with people. And very interesting to me. And the cinematography of that also. And then the end I thought was interesting. And I recommend people going to see it. I thought it was good. Now, you might not think it was as good as I thought it was, but it was a very good movie to me.
Well, Mom, are we here to hear everyone else's opinions on this film, or are we here to hear your opinion on the film?
No, just my opinion. Right.
There you go. So then why are you trying to include your audience? They're not going to respond. They're listening to you.
Oh, well, that's true. Yes, I liked it. I thought, this is another sequel. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this. And I really did enjoy it. It was very good. And they have a lot of different situations that, like him and water and, subways and all sorts of stuff. I don't have to explain it all, but it was very different than being in the country. In the country, it was more of you've got to be really quiet but you're in one location more. And in this one, they moved from building to building some. And anyway, I thought it was good, and I thought they did a good job.
And this is not a sequel. This is a prequel. Hence the reason why, again, it's A Quiet Place Day 1.
Day 1, because before the other two, because New York gets attacked, and then people leave New York because of it being attacked, and they go into the countryside. Yes.
Okay, that has nothing to do with the second and the third one. Or the first and second one, shall I say. Sorry. The first and second one takes place in small towns.
Mm-hmm.
They were not from New York. And I know if you've watched them since, and you've watched them before I have. They might be in New York, but they're not from New York City.
I thought the one family was from New York City. I didn't realize the state of New York or whatever. Okay.
Not that I know of. If you remember, they were in a small town.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That's not New York.
I thought they said, well, they were on vacation or something, and they had left the big city, and that's where I thought it was New York. But no, maybe not.
I don't think so. Again, I haven't seen the first and the second one in years. I know you have recently watched them, and I know you don't remember things like that, like details. So, but I don't remember them saying they were from New York City. Not once.
Okay. Well, I might be incorrect there.
Well,
but...
Mom, if they were from New York City in the original and the second one, how come they know how to farm?
Oh, no. That's true. No. Okay. Well, anyway, I think it's worth a watch. If you like the first two, I think you'll enjoy this one. And that's my view.
Do you have to see the first two to see this one?
No. You really don't.
Should people go see this in the theater?
Very definitely. I think the shots of the aliens attacking the city, very good. And I think it's worth being in the theater. I really do. And some, scary stuff. And I just, being on the big screen was a lot better, I would think, than being at home. But, that's, I like that, especially with things with, aliens and battles and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
Again, Mom, this is your podcast. I'm trying to get your opinion.
Right. And
in your opinion, I know it is difficult to get it out because of what Dad has done over the years, but should people see this in the theater? Yes or no? Yes. I want to know if you liked it in the theater, but should they? Yes or no? That's it.
Yes.
Should they spend the $10 or $15 or $20 or $50 or $100 it takes to go to the theaters now?
Well, not $100. Well, no, not $100.
Okay, Mom, there's a family of 4. It on average is $10 to $15 a ticket. That's over $100 when you factor in popcorn and drinks and candy.
Okay.
So you see where I'm getting the finances for this.
Yes, okay.
So people need to know. I mean, this is why one of the reasons why people are not going to the theaters. It's because this pure and simple cost. Not everybody can go like you and Dad every week and drop $20 or $30 on tickets and popcorn and all that other stuff.
Well, then I would say watch it at home. It's not going to have the impact that it would at the theater, but, it will be all right.
Okay, so you're totally misunderstanding what I'm saying.
I liked going, but then I can afford to. I don't have 4 children to pay for. But if you're debating upon that, maybe I would just wait until it came on streaming.
I was using it as an example. And yes, that is the point I'm trying to make, is if it is worth spending the kind of money to go see it in the theaters.
Yeah.
That's all. I was using it as an example. I personally, again, I'm not a father. I don't have children, but I probably would not take children to a PG-13 horror movie about aliens.
No,
I was using it as an example.
Right. That's true. I liked it in the theaters, but like you say, I can afford to go because there's only 2 of us. I thought the photography of the city and everything was good when they were being attacked, etc., and the different buildings and things. But maybe you could stream it at home and it would still be all right.
So this is not a must-see in the theaters for you?
No, I guess not.
Okay, so I said, yes, it is a must-see in the theaters if you like A Quiet Place or Aliens or horror movies or movies in general. It is a must-see because you are not going to get this experience at home sitting on your couch.
No, you're not really.
Well, you're saying it would be the same if you're at home sitting on your couch.
Well, no, I'm not. It can't. Well, nope, you got to go to the theater. That's true. But I think it would be good at the theater. And you're right. You're not going to take kids. So it's probably just going to be you and a friend or something. Yeah. So anyway.
You're just missing the point completely. It's fine.
Okay.
So let's take a movie that I think is not a must-see in the theaters. People are still going to it. But Inside Out 2, or the original Inside Out, going to be the same at home as it will be in the theaters.
Right.
This film, based on its sound, being an action film, being action sets, explosions, quietness, the community event of being with others in a quiet theater, you will not get that sitting at home unless you have a very expensive television, surround sound, and all your friends over not making noise. Do you understand why I'm asking if it is a must-see in the theater or if you can wait until it comes out on streaming?
Yes, it is a must-see in the theater. I was amazed at how very quiet the audience was, and there were a lot of people there.
Correct.
Very quiet.
Now, I'm just trying to get you to think and use your opinion. That's all, Mom. That's why I'm explaining these things.
Right.
And that's why I use the example of Inside Out 2 versus a film like this. Because the sound doesn't matter in Inside Out 2.
No.
The audience being completely silent, even though there's 100 of them in there, does not matter. When I saw Inside Out 2, kids were running all over the place. Because that's how it goes. And it didn't bother me because it didn't add or detract from the film. In A Quiet Place Day 1, it would have detracted from the film.
Oh, yes.
You comprehending what I'm putting down?
Yes. And like I say, there were a lot of scares, and when it's quiet and then all of a sudden, Yes, in the theater was very good. Very good. Yes.
Okay, so this podcast has gone on way too long because I'm trying to explain things to you, and I could have done that just not on the podcast, but whatever, it's fine. So, Mom, how many cookies do you give A Quiet Place Day 1?
I'm giving it 4.
Okay. So then what movie are you going to talk about next week?
Let me think. Fly Me to the Moon, I believe.
That is correct.
Right.
Are you excited to see that film?
I am. I had no idea what it was about or anything really. I thought maybe it was a rom-com or something. And then we looked it up and, it sounds interesting.
It does have romantic comedy elements to it, according to the IMDb.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I will look forward to it.
It is a sharp, stylish romantic comedy set against the high-stakes backdrop of NASA's historic Apollo 11 moon landing.
I think that will be really interesting. And I hope it's really good. Of course, if, your girlfriend is in it, it should be good.
What girlfriend is that?
ScarJo.
ScarJo is my future ex-wife.
There you go.
She's not my girlfriend.
Well, you wish she was. So, it's just.
No, she's going to be my future ex-wife.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay. And she's neat. She's beautiful. So I hope it turns out really good. And actually, we get it here in town. So I'm happy. Yay.
I don't know why you wouldn't get it. It is a national film with a giant production company behind it and giant stars in it.
And right now, it's only in one theater in our place. So.
Well, it's not out yet.
Why?
It's out on Thursday.
Well, yeah. On Thursday, it's in one theater. That's why I was surprised. I thought they'd have quite a few more than one, but maybe they'll change their mind by that time. You never know. Right?
I don't know, Mom. I don't work for Cinemark.
Don't ask me either. They're crazy. Yep. Well, anyway, I enjoy the movie. I will enjoy it, and we'll see how that one goes. Okay?
Okay. Are you done?
I am done.
Right. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us on another riveting episode of Ma Hinchild Loses Her Cookies. Tune in next week where we chat about Fly Me to the Moon, or my mom chats about it and I have to fix her. So thanks again, everyone, for listening. See you next week.
Bye.